video session is going to be on video marketing strategies. Many of you might have heard of article marketing or search engine optimization, and you might have heard of video marketing as well. What we're going to do here is share some tactics on how you can do video marketing and things to remember while executing these types of plans. First thing to remember is that concise videos are powerful. Nobody wants to watch an hour-and-a-half video on the internet. Most people have 1, 2, 5, 10 minutes of attention span to spare, unless it's just a killer piece of video content. There are some exceptions with a conference or a seminar that maybe has a key session with somebody like Bill Gates or Steve Jobs, but most of the time short videos are going to be more powerful, so keep them very concise and very pointed. Another thing I would suggest is that with each of your videos, talk about just one single idea. If you're going to try to make them concise anyways, there's no point trying to fit 5 ideas into one video or 2 disrelated ideas into a single video. Try to choose one very well-refined topic and then talk about only that within the video. Another thing I would suggest is using daylight flow lights. You can get umbrella lights, you can get a kit off Amazon.com, usually for somewhere between $100 and $200, very inexpensive, and you can set those up in your office. You can go and rent an office to shoot videos for a day, or go in some publicly available space such as a library room, a private study room, and shoot videos there, and typically that is pretty easy to do as well. It can make a huge difference getting the lighting right, so it's good to use somebody who at least is somewhat knowledgeable about photography, lighting, videography. They don't have to be an expert that costs $300 an hour. Just somebody who has an eye for it can really go a long ways in making a difference. The next thing I would recommend is getting a high-end, high-definition consumer video camera or a production quality camera. And for high-end consumer camera, generally the best of the ones you can find at a store such as Best Buy, might cost $300 to $500, $600. You can get some high-end consumer cameras that cost $900 to $1,000 that shoot in HD, and those can be great and probably serve all the purposes you need. If you go to a production camera, those usually start at $1,400 to $1,600, and lots of the low-end ones are $1,500 to $3,000. Obviously, you can spend over $100,000 if you get the best of the best, but typically somewhere at the high end of consumer and low end of production cameras will be more than enough for what you need. And really, when it comes from making that jump from a consumer camera to a production camera, what you're paying for are higher quality lenses, more audio input options, more video output options, different editing options, different file formats, different quality of recordings, obviously. And so it's important to do a lot of research, because once you buy one of those cameras, obviously you want to use it for several years to come. So it's important to find somebody that you know who's in the business that can help you pick out all those different features and spend a lot of time doing research online and reviews to make sure you get the right camera for your business. Another tip we have here is to take, obviously, some video samples of cameras you're about to buy if you see them working in the stores, then take them home and load them up on your computer if you can, and see the different color differences and the quality differences of those different cameras. Some cameras might record to an SD chip, so you can just record a 1-minute segment on 3 different cameras and see which comes out better within a poor lighting situation if you don't have perfect lighting. And that can help you decide which camera is going to be the best one to get. My other tip about video marketing is that after you buy your camera, it's important to shoot video as if you're staging it for a real live video you're going to use for a product or a service or a client. Shoot it, watch it, have somebody with a really great eye for imagery look at it, adjust the situation, get better lighting, shoot it again, and do that 3 or 4 times until you have the environment really set up. Otherwise, what can happen is you could shoot 20 or 30 videos in a day, realize the lighting was horrible and the audio was off, and you might have to reshoot a lot of those videos, and you can really waste a ton of time doing that. So to make your product more professional, your video more professional, it's important to get the setup kind of right to start with, and it's worth spending an hour or 2 just kind of testing it, looking at the video, testing a different lighting, watching the video, and doing that over and over again. My last tip here for video marketing is that you can use products such as TubeMogul is actually a free service, or a Traffic Geyser, where you can upload a video and then have that video automatically kind of syndicated to 5, 10, 15 other video websites that you already have accounts on, and it can upload that one video to all those different video sites for you. That way you're able to record a single video and have them put out on all these different websites and help get more exposure for your company and your brand. So hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for joining us today. This is businesstraining.com, where you can double your qualifications and boost your compensation.